Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Velodrome. We think it's a fantastic kind of place to bring this event on behalf of Chartered Institute Logistics and Transport. Introduce myself, I'm Mark Bentley. I'm on the regional panel committee for the CILT. I've been for a couple of years. And I've also got my colleague Paul Rowden. There's also, we're two committee members. There was going to be more, but I think work has intervened and so on and so forth. So a big welcome to our event. We normally run about 2 or 3 events a year. This is one that we've been looking forward to and planning since about March. Was it that March when we started the discussion? Right. And my connection with Kennex goes back possibly about 2018, 17, 18, so I've been at a few years. And I've kind of adopted this. This is something light rail and trams was something that was never on my agenda, not really my interest. But meeting with the guys from Kennex and really has brought a different perspective to me. So I've kind of adopted this kind of project, and I have big hopes for this kind of thing moving forward. So much so that I take every opportunity to kind of raise the profile and get it out there. And this is another phase, another opportunity to do that. So it's absolutely, for me personally, it's absolutely fantastic. But it brings a different perspective to Chartered Institute Logistics kind of presentations. I don't think there's a great deal being done in this kind of space, so we've kind of started somewhere. So a big welcome, and thank you. I met so many of you at the door, which is great. I think it's getting colder out there because people's hands are getting colder. So when I shook hands with them, so I think the temperature might be changing. So I'm sure, I'm confident, absolutely, and people come to me thereafter if it's not the case, but if we're not really sure, or this is quite an introduction to trams and light rail, the benefits, what it is, what it's doing, you know, in terms of developing areas and being that kind of social transformation in some instances. If you don't walk out of here kind of inspired and think that was well worth it, and I know now so much more, and yeah, absolutely, I can see the value, I will be very shocked, because this has had a big impact on me, and I'm sure it'll certainly have an impact on you guys and girls that it's quite new to. So I'm going to let things progress. Paul, anything else from
logistics wise?
Yeah.
Logistics. We've just there's no fire alarms or anything planned. So if that goes off, will we lead you straight out down the
pair of Reeboks, run? Yeah,
run on site. Maybe don't assemble your bike. It takes a bit too much time to do that. But yeah. So we're doing that. If you do need the loo, if you just pop out the door and turn left and keep going, and they appear on your left. There's gents and ladies down there, separate doors, and just in terms of refreshments, we're going to have some teas and coffees arriving midway through, I think, before our final presentation. So that will be sometime around 2:30. They'll arrive. And I think we're having final presentation will be delivered from America. That will be at 3 o'clock, and then after that we'll have some questions. People can move on, but we'll if there's time and people are interested, we're going to try and nab one of the centre managers here and to take us around, just a point of view, highlights the building out as well if people are interested. But if that doesn't happen, you are free to wander back to reception, up the glass staircase and along the balcony. That's public access to get to the cafe there, so you're welcome to explore that at your leisure if you want to afterwards as well.
Okay, just 2 final things just quickly. We are recording this session, if that's okay. If anybody's got any issues, speak now, kind of. Okay? Silence is what we wanted, that's great. If it gets too warm, we can actually open the window, so please just let me know, and I can just tilt that and we'll get a bit of airflow. And I've spoken off, Paul's spoken off, it's the main event. It has to be, and we've got it.